Listen, one Nigeria is a scam. Okay, for one Nigeria is a scam.
Yes, sir.
Forget what these people now are getting in the Senate and they go, forget what those things. It's because of the benefit they get from it.
We are looking at a very significant development coming out of the seat of the Caliphate today, Thursday, December 18th, 2025. Just when we thought the doors of that Sokoto Correctional Centre were permanently shut to the world following the harsh ruling by Justice James Omotosho last week, a major figure has stepped in to prove that Nnamdi Kanu is not alone. The headline is bold and the implications are massive. The king of Igbos in Sokoto, High Chief Gbahara, has officially visited the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, right there in his detention facility. This visit is not just a casual greeting. It is a powerful statement of solidarity that is shaking the narrative of abandonment we have been hearing. For weeks, ever since Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment and moved to Sokoto, there has been this fear that he was being sent to a place where he would be isolated, friendless, and forgotten. His lawyer, Aloy Ijimako, even raised the alarm that Sokoto was the land of his enemies. But Chief Gbahara's visit today changes the temperature in the room. It sends a signal that even in the heart of the Northwest, Kanu has kinsmen watching over him. According to reports from the ground, Chief Gbahara, who leads the vibrant Igbo community in Sokoto State, didn't go there empty-handed. He went there to assure the IPOB leader that the millions of Igbos living in the north are not asleep. This visit comes hot on the heels of the high-profile visit by Governor Abia State Governor Alex Oti just 2 weeks ago. Remember when Governor Oti came out and told us about the Sultan's joke regarding turbanning Kanu? Well, Chief Gbahara's presence puts a local stamp on that diplomatic effort. It tells the authorities that the eyes of the community are fixed on that prison cell. You have to understand the bravery involved here. In the current climate, where the federal government has branded IPOB as a terrorist organization and Kanu as a convict, associating openly with him can be risky. Yet, Chief Gbahara walked to those prison gates. We are hearing that during the visit, he encouraged Kanu to remain strong and resilient. He reportedly told him that his people in the diaspora right there in Sokoto are praying for him and monitoring his health situation closely. This is crucial because remember, the court just rejected Kanu's application to be transferred back to Abuja. The judge said he must stay in Sokoto. This raised massive concerns about his access to medical care and his safety. By visiting him, the Eze Ndigbo of Sokoto is essentially acting as a local guardian. It is a strategic move. It makes it harder for any funny business to happen to Kanu when the leader of the Igbo community in that very state is checking in on him. The timing is also interesting because it counters the silence from the Sultan's palace that we discussed yesterday. While the Sultan might be quiet after his initial joke, the Igbo community leader is taking action. It shows that while diplomatic channels might be slow, community channels are active. Chief Gbahara is proving that Nwa Nedimba, a brother in a foreign land, is not just a proverb, it is a reality. People are asking, what does this mean for Kanu's spirit? Sources say the IPOB leader was in high spirits, just as he was when Governor Oti visited. Seeing his own people, hearing his own language in that confinement must be a massive morale booster. It dismantles the psychological warfare of isolation. It tells him, you are in prison, yes, but you are not an outcast. But we must also ask, will this visit translate to better treatment? Will Chief Gbahara be able to advocate for Kanu's medical needs directly with the prison authorities in Sokoto? That is the next level of this engagement. We need to see if this king can use his influence to ensure that the lion is treated with human dignity while he fights his legal battles. I really want to know what you think about this move by Chief Gbahara. Do you see it as a brave act of solidarity, or do you think the Igbo community in Sokoto should be careful not to attract the anger of the state? And do you think this local support is enough to keep Kanu safe in Sokoto? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us discuss. Please, if you are enjoying this breakdown of the news that matters to you, do well to smash that like button. It helps us push this content to more people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We are tracking every visitor, every court ruling, and every move in this Nnamdi Kanu saga, and you don't want to be the last to know.
Listen, one Nigeria is a scam. Okay, for one Nigeria is a scam.
Yes, sir.
Forget what these people now are getting in the senator and they go, forget what those say. It's because of the benefit they get from it.
This is not a drill, and this is definitely not a comedy skit. The Indaboski Bahose, the liquid metal, the lion himself, Prophet Chukwemeka Odumeje, has just dropped a statement that is shaking the foundations of the internet today. If you thought the drama surrounding Nnamdi Kanu's transfer to Sokoto was over, you are very wrong. A new player has entered the chat and he is coming with spiritual violence and physical boldness. The headline you saw is real and the message is clear. I am preparing to see Nnamdi Kanu at Sokoto. We are breaking this down today, Saturday, December 13, 2025, because this is not just about a pastor visiting a prisoner. This is about a collision of two massive forces, the spiritual force of Odumeje and the political force of the Nigerian state, right in the heart of the Caliphate. We have been monitoring the situation since the Federal High Court slammed the IPOB leader with a life sentence on November 20, but this latest twist has taken everyone by surprise. Let's look at the gist of what is happening. Since Nnamdi Kanu was quietly flown out of Abuja and dumped in the Sokoto Correctional Centre on November 21, there has been a massive outcry. The family is crying that he is isolated, the lawyers are crying that they can't reach him. Governor Alex Otti managed to visit him on December 1, but for the average person, Sokoto is a no-go area. It is over 700 kilometers from the east. It is deep in the northwest, and honestly, the security situation on that road is not for the faint-hearted. But here comes Odumeje. In a video that is currently trending, the Onitsha-based prophet has declared his intention to storm Sokoto. He didn't say, I wish to go. He said, I am preparing. In Odumeje's language, preparing means he is gathering his spiritual arsenal. He is effectively daring the authorities. You know Odumeje does not fear anybody. He calls himself the war, the fight, and the battle. By announcing this trip, he is sending a message to the federal government. You took my brother to the farthest prison to hide him, but I, the liquid metal, will find him. Now, why is this preparation so significant right now? You have to look at the legal blow Nnamdi Kanu just suffered. Just a few days ago, on Monday, December 8, Justice James Omotosho refused to bring Kanu back to Abuja. The court rejected the application to move him to Kuje or Kefi. The judge adjourned the matter all the way to January 27, 2026. That means Kanu is stuck in Sokoto for Christmas. He is stuck there for New Year. He is effectively cut off from his support base. Odumeje's announcement is a direct response to this isolation. He is saying, if the law won't bring him to us, we will go to him. But we have to be realistic. Is this safe? Sokoto is currently a high-security zone. When Kanu arrived, reports said the prison was surrounded by a truckload of soldiers. Residents in Sokoto were panicking. Now imagine Odumeje arriving at that prison gate with his entourage, wearing his signature high-fashion outfits and speaking in tongues. It will be a spectacle, but it could also be dangerous. The authorities might see it as a security threat. Will they even open the gate? We also have to talk about the spiritual backup. Odumeje has been very vocal since the life sentence was announced. In late November, he released a fiery message condemning the judgment. He called it injustice. He asked why terrorists are walking free while a freedom fighter is given life imprisonment. Now he is moving from talking to walking. He wants to physically lay hands on Kanu. For his followers, this is a sign of hope. They believe that if Odumeje steps into that prison, chains will break. literally or metaphorically. But there's a political angle here too. Odumeje declared his intention to run for president earlier this year, March 2025. He said he wants to be a digital president. By championing Kanu's cause so publicly, he is solidifying his base in the southeast. He is showing that he is not just a pastor who does smackdown miracles, he is a leader who stands by his people when the heat is on. The question on everyone's lips is, how will the Sultan of Sokoto react? When Governor Oti visited, he mentioned that the Sultan was welcoming and even joked about turbanning Kanu. But Odumeje is a different kind of guest. He is unpredictable, he is loud, and he is coming to a conservative state to visit a man convicted of terrorism. This is the definition of a clash of civilizations. We also need to look at the family's reaction. Kanu's younger brother, Prince Emmanuel, has been shouting that the government wants to kill his brother in Sokoto. He says the transfer was done to deny him medical access. If Odumeje goes there, he becomes an independent witness. He can come back and tell the world, I saw him and this is his condition. That testimony will be more powerful than any press release from a lawyer. I want to engage you guys on this mission to Sokoto. Do you think Odumeje should go? Is it too risky? Or is this exactly the kind of boldness Ndigbo needs right now? Some people say he's looking for clout. Others say he's the only one brave enough to trek to the Caliphate. What do you think? And let's not forget the Abido Shaker element. Odumeje claims to have powers that defy logic. If the prison guards refuse him entry, will we see a display of Ndaboski power at the gate? It sounds funny, but in Nigeria, stranger things have happened. This is a man who challenges native doctors and destroys shrines. Challenging the Nigerian Correctional Service might just be his next big crusade. This story is developing fast. If he actually packs his bags and heads to the airport, the internet will break. We will be tracking his movement. We will be watching the Sokoto airspace. I need you to drop your prediction in the comments. Will the DSS allow Odumeje to see Kanu? Yes or no? Let me know what you think the outcome will be. If you are enjoying this back-to-back update on the Kanu saga and you want to see if the lion actually lands in Sokoto, you need to smash that like button right now. It helps us push this news to every corner of the world. Subscribe to the channel. Don't just be a spectator, be part of the family. Turn on that notification bell so you get the alert the moment we have footage of Odumeje in the north. We are not sleeping on this story.